Hey guys, it's Jess from Madden Crafts with another crafty hangout. This hangout is sponsored by the Ribbon Retreat, and if you go to craftyhangouts.com for the next week or so, you're going to find tons of video tutorials all using the really great ribbon from Ribbon Retreat, all patriotic themed crafts, so they're perfect for the 4th of July that's coming up. I was excited for this challenge because I really like the 4th of July. But unlike a lot of other holidays, it's not particularly kid-friendly. Almost every tradition for the 4th of July involves like the grill or alcohol or fireworks, and none of those mix with little kids. So I wanted to do something that my kids could look forward to every year, but that would keep them from playing with fire. So I decided to use the ribbon from Ribbon Retreat to make some of these really cool ribbon wands. And they can take them along when we go to the fireworks or if we went to a city parade. And they can wave them around and run around and be excited, and you don't have to worry about like sparklers, which you can get burned with, whatever. So that's what I'm going to be showing you how to make today. Look at all this great patriotic ribbon that I was given from the Ribbon Retreat. Let me show you my favorite one. Can you see that right there? Whoops. Let's twist it around. It is like an American flag ribbon, and I love it. But all of this ribbon you can find on their website, theribbonretreat.com, and order your own. The prices are really affordable. I was really surprised and pleased by that. All right, so what you need to make your own ribbon wand for your kids or yourself, no judging, are some wooden dowels, screw eyes, lanyard hooks, and paint if you want to paint it, and then the ribbon. So it's really affordable. You don't need a lot of materials to make them. And if you have slightly older kids, they can help you make them too. All right, I started by purchasing these wooden dowels. You can find them in the craft store with all the paintable wood items, and you should be able to get a package of like 8 to 20 for $1 or $2. Super cheap, and then you've got tons of dowels for this project or others. I started by spray painting my wands, one red, one blue. You don't have to paint them, but I knew if I didn't separate the colors, my kids would fight over which one was theirs, so I made sure that they're 2 different colors. The next thing you want to do is you're going to take a small nail or a brad and hammer it into the end of one nail and then pull the nail out. You're just making a pilot hole for the screw eye. If you try to screw right into the end of the dowel, even though this is a pretty wide diameter one, I think it's probably about ½ an inch or so, you could end up splitting the wood, and then that's one dowel you've lost. All right, so after you've made the pilot hole, I already did that here, you start to screw in the screw eye. And if you have strong hands, you can do it by hand, but I find it's a little bit easier to just use a plier. And you want to screw it all the way into the wood until the eye has reached the end of the dowel, just like that. Okay? Pretty simple. So now you've got your wand basically completed. You just need the ribbons attached. If you are using really thin ribbon or a particularly big screw eye, you can just attach the ribbons right to the wand as it is. I wanted to use the wider ribbon like I showed you before, so that it wasn't going to fit through here. I tried and it was no-go. So I figured out something else you can do. I bought a package of these findings. Let's see, where can you see them the best? At Walmart, actually. They're just lanyard hooks. Mine came in a package with jump rings for keychains and everything. But you can buy lanyard hooks online. If you go to my blog post for this video, I will have links, affiliate links, where you can buy them off of the internet. All right, so you just take that lanyard hook and slip it right onto the screw eye, just like that. Okay, set that aside for a minute. Depending on how long you want your ribbons to be waving, you want to cut your ribbons twice that length. So for instance, I wanted 2 feet of ribbon hanging off the end of the wand, so I cut my ribbons into 4-foot lengths. So just double it. That's math that even I can do. All right, so I did that ahead of time so you didn't have to watch me cutting a bunch of ribbon. And here are all my ribbons all laid out. I kind of stacked them just to make it easier to put them on the wand, but you don't have to. All right, so I've got my big thing of ribbon, and I want to kind of find the center of them like that. And then I'm going to flip the screen down so you can see how easy this is to do, but you need to be able to see the table. All right. Okay, so I've got the lanyard hook. Whoops, fell right off. At the end of my wand. And now, can you see it? There we go. I'm just going to slip the ribbon right onto the lanyard hook. And I might have to fold it around a little bit to get it to fit inside all the way, just like that. See? It took like 2 seconds. And then you close off the lanyard hook, just like that. Now my ribbon is pretty secure because I have so much of it in here. If yours isn't, if it's slipping back and forth, you can either tie it in a knot around the lanyard hook, or you can add like a dollop of strong glue right there at the end of the lanyard, or you can maybe sew through it too. I haven't tried that. It would be pretty thick for my machine to go through. But those are your options. So just like that, you attach it to the wand. I'm going to flip you back up again. And that's it. That's really all it takes to make it. I have heard of people who make wands like this in wedding colors or in different shades of white, and they use them instead of throwing rice or birdseed or whatever after the wedding. They give them out to guests, and the guests all wave them, and it looks really cool in the photos to have all these waving ribbons in the photos behind the bride and groom. So that's another use for these too. But my kids are going to have a ton of fun taking these along to the fireworks and running around like maniacs with them. All right, again, thank you to the Ribbon Retreat and CraftyHangouts.com. Make sure you visit their website to see all of the other projects that other crafters are working on. Thanks.